This is coffee in this cup. It's gin in that one.
All kidding aside, the 5 o'clock newscast marks the culmination of a long day's work. This is, of course, just the beginning of what you see at home every night. For the people behind the scenes in the Channel 8 newsroom, this is the biggest newscast of the day. Hours of planning later.
Okay, let me know if it's worth more than a VO, if it's worth a silent sound or a package.
What the assignment editor does essentially is get people going. Sends reporters and photographers to the stories he believes are worth covering. And yes, things do get hectic.
Cameras break, tapes are eaten by machines, and they have to go back out and reshoot things. Cars break down. People get sick in the middle of the day and have to go home. It just never ends.
Compounding an already tough job, the noise level here. Note the glass partitions. People on the desk get information from a number of local agencies. They monitor the radio scanners and keep in touch with the crews in the field.
I really wanted to get your side of the story.
Most reporters are in the process of setting up their interviews by the time the 5 o'clock producer arrives.
So I'll sit down and go through all my wire copy and go through the newspapers, try to be done with all of that and have a good idea of A, what's going on, and B, what kinds of stories I can use to bolster stories we're already doing before we go into the morning meeting.
Resources are pooled at the morning meeting. The assignment editor explains the day's lineup to Van Housen and the other producers.
Adults Only we're going to run as an expanded. She's finishing up that today. That's on the mobile homes. Follow on Beatty. I'm not exactly sure what...
Yeah, I talked to Liz about... Carl really never did anything on the California Child Theft Unit, so I told her to focus in on that.
After some discussion, the news director decides where each story will air. Still to be worked out by the producer, story order, story length, which stories will have pictures, which will not, and reading and writing assignments.
The story is about San Jose, but you can rewrite it in such a way that it's San Diego, and then the fact that the fastest growing city in California is San Jose.
Instructions appear on the rundown. Anyone having anything to do with the 5 o'clock program gets a copy. Unfortunately, it's at this point, when the day seems to be running smoothly, that the rundown starts to change. It's Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, it will.
I'm at court, and the attorney is saying now that he doesn't think that this might necessarily be wrapped up today.
The sorrow story does eventually fall through. A decision is not reached on this particular day regarding the eviction of a group of fishermen from a San Diego marina.
Why don't we just can it and I'll use Jesse's story? Cornea?
Cornea Bank.
Cornea Bank.
Cornea Bank. So now you're putting me under a lot of pressure.
Eyes checking.
Hi, this is Jesse Macias. If you can give me a call at 571-88.
And so Jesse Macias' story, a story not even written yet. Cornea Bank is now running in place of Asaros on the 5.
Some days it is hard to concentrate because there's so much going on around you.
All of us wear makeup. Leitner says I enter the makeup room through the emergency entrance. I don't think that's true.